let me just go through, and then at least you understand. And if you feel that, this is something that you want to do, or you want to have, an extra hand, then you let me know lah. Okay. So this is basically, let me just share my screen. This was a presentation that I've given to Erasmus when he says that he's interested, because I have also several clients in business that has also engaged my service. A few of them, because I also cannot take that many. This is like, something on the side also. There's many sites. After I retired, I have many sites things to do. So I just want to explain a little bit about Chinese metaphysics, or Chinese astrology, so-called. The actual, the real part of these 5 elements, I think you all have heard of 5 elements, right? All of you have heard of 5 elements, right? Like, wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. You all are very familiar with that. Okay. Yeah. Even in DCM also, we use this as well. And we wanted all these 5 elements. How does these 5 elements comes about? Is actually, basically, I'm just breaking down in a very simple term. It comes from the planets. In the ancient days, people look at the skies, and they will, look at the movement of the planets, charts the movement of the planets together with, the happenings that around them. Okay. So we are the 3rd planets from the sun. And what we can see, last time, I think the sky was definitely clearer, and people in the ancient days also have nothing to do. A few thousand years ago, they don't have internets, they don't have anything. So at night, they will just look at the stars. So they chart the path of the stars. Mercury is actually the water energy. The 5 elements are actually representing energies. So Mercury is a water energy that impacts, because each of these have vibrational frequency. So the way the chart, the way they move will have, an energy one. Okay. So 5 elements is actually 5 elements energy. Venus is metal energy. Okay. And then Mars is fire energy. And you have Jupiter, which is wood energy. So normally Duke of Jupiter, or those in Chinese culture, if you pray and all these things, I do not know whether if you are a Christian or into all this praying of Taoism. So you will know that every year we call it Tai Sui. So this is the planet, the energy is the biggest, because this is the biggest planet in the universe system. So that's why they will have very much impact. The vibration frequency will have very much impact to the earth itself. And then also Saturn, this is representing earth. So from earth, we can only see these 5 planets, and what is visible will impact us in terms of the vibrational frequency. We cannot see Uranus in the ancient days, Neptune also. So in the ancient days, people will term all these 5 planets as stars, because they do not know the concept planets and all this. To them is in Cantonese term, 5 moving objects in the sky. And they will chart together with the constellation and everything to derive the energy and how it impacts the earth in terms of the cycles and this one. So the energy pattern is charted. You would have asked me that Indian also look at stars, right? And then Egyptians maybe also look at stars, and also in the Western zodiac they also look at stars. Why is it I choose Chinese? Because Chinese, if you trace back, if you are Chinese you have known that even if you are not a Chinese, you have known that Chinese has the best historical records. We have people like Sima Qian and all these things record down everything in great details. So in other words, all these scripts are not lost. It's still very intact, and it can be used still today, because all these planet rotates in cycles. So this is how we use it to predict. But the prediction cannot be, of course, 100% correct. Because the error has changed and people has changed, has advanced. So we can just guesstimate accordingly, but cannot be, last time people don't have computer. Last time people don't have, aeroplanes, spaceship and all these things. So it's is totally different over the evolutions of human being and our culture over the 2000 years. Okay, so that also will impact, but roughly it can, let us know what is the guesstimate of the year. If you are interested, you can also learn more in my talks. Every year I give astrology talks. I given the link to you all, so you can, check out in my YouTube channel. And some of you are subscribers to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much as well. So this is what I have explained to you all just now in terms of the energy of the planets. And next is we go to the Sun Tzu out of war. How do this relate to the Sun Tzu out of war that which I use a lot in businesses? So we have in the 13 chapters of the Sun Tzu strategies, right? And this actually talks about the strategy, the mindset to enable you to become a good general. However, the underlying principles of this lies in the chart itself, a forecast chart. This is not the 8 characters, because in Chinese metaphysics, there are many branches that we use in terms of this one. So in Chinese metaphysics, we have, the Qi Men Dun Jia, which I'm going to share with you more on today. The birth chart, the Bazi chart, I think you have heard of it, the 8 characters, 4 pillars that give personality tests, and also some date selection that people use, for marriage, for businesses. And I know date selection, I even use it for my daily activities as well. Okay, so I'm not only just for those house moving and all this. How many times you have this? So this is this one. So we will concentrate on Sun Tzu out of war, where the Qi Men Dun Jia comes in. Because you have, like, for example, the tools behind Sun Tzu out of war, like know oneself, know one's enemy. That partner is a very famous quote from Sun Tzu, right? So how do they really know their enemy well? I don't think in the ancient days you cannot Google, right? No Google, no newspaper, even information is not that fast. So all these people like Zhuge Liang and all these things, how do they know? Because they know how to chart. There's a Qi Men Dun Jia scripture also and pattern also. These are all also based on the 5 elements, the energy map of the moment. So the chart will look like this. So they whenever there's a war, they will chart. They want to understand more about their their enemy and all these things. They want to understand more about the enemy and all this. So they will plot. They will calculate and plot. Actually, this is a very complex chart. If without the software today, we still will not be able to do Qi Men Dun Jia, because to chart all this, each of these components, if you look at this, all this inside the box here, each of these box, they have, this is so-called the deities or your mind, okay? And then you have the thoughts. Mind create thoughts, and thoughts, you create the actions, and actions, you create the outcome. So this is what it is. And from this component, we are trained to read all these charts. We know that, for example, if you were to forecast, like you are in this box and your enemy is this box, then roughly I will know my enemy already, or my enemy. So this one, I read this component as a problem. So this person, has a problem with relationship. This is a relationship star. So, and then right now, the emotion is not very stable. So, and this person is like an entrepreneur. So I can know what it is. I can even forecast an outcome. For example, like this who are Erasmus has put in a business for sale, right? I think about 100K. I forecast that business cannot go on. That one kaput on. Okay. Mm-hmm. So okay, I'm sorry to say that because normally even I do investment also, I also use this chart. Okay. Even bankers, sometimes they recommend me investment also. I use this chart as well to read the outcome. So the way that you do is that whenever you have a project, I can read, roughly what is the outcome, and what if you have a competitors, I also can read about your competitors. And if your outcome is countering you, that means the project cannot go. And if there's any other strategy, I can read from the chart. Basically, so I'm using this for forecasting. Okay, for example, I want to buy a property, so I forecast. That's right. And also it prevented me from making investment that is, not making money, poor investment. Okay, sometimes I will take this chart and try it on my own also. Yes, I will keep a series, a notebook on my own, on the forecast itself. And then when the reality comes, I will check against it. So this is how I also learn. Okay, and then I will know that because when you just learn about it, you never apply and never test it for yourself, you can never know. Sometimes I even put it further to test, like somebody recommended me an investment, and the chart tells me that within 2 years you can make money, and I purposely test it. I do not want to exit. After 2 years, today I'm losing money. So it is almost like 90% accurate. Okay, so this is one part of it, forecasting the outcome. And you can also even use this chart for strategic execution. Later I will tell you how to use this chart for strategic execution. For example, you have a negotiation meeting and you have clients meeting and you want to win that negotiation. So there's certain direction you can sit now, because this is the energy chart of the moment. This chart changes every 2 hours. So within the 2 hours, maybe the Qi, the best energy, you can also look at this chart, because the software will tell you the chart itself, which energy, which level, or which for example, we want live door, which is very good. So this is the execution, the action. Then we sit back against this direction, which is a northeast direction, in order for us to talk to the client, in order for us to, so that it's easier for the client to listen to us and to win the negotiation. Or when you are doing presentation, you want your presentation to be very good, right? So like the other day also, I think I use scenery door. This is a scenery door for Celestica's presentation. So sometimes I use it. Sometimes I don't really see the important points, though, so I don't really use it. So the other day when I realized, I use a scenery door to do the presentation. Okay. So and then another one is, if I think a lot of people now is into the law of attraction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Into the law of attraction, and a lot of people knows about things. For example, money, there or anything, actions, certain things are vibrating at a certain frequency. Okay, and we must align. We must make ourselves align to that frequency. Okay, in order to get something. So this chart also can be used for manifestation. That means attracting the things we want in life, but between the realm of possibility, not those that you say, oh, I want to kena lottery tomorrow, itu tak boleh, okay, no such thing one. So it must be within your every cell, every this one to believe that all these are possible. Okay, so all these are within your your means, your possibility, aligned to your own energy, that you're able to get it. For example, like Erasmus want to get a project maybe from GTX. I can also give you this chart, certain time, certain day. You use the energy in one of these boxes. These are all, by the way, these are all representing directions. This is actually Li Gua is south, this is north. So I will tell you that which energy direction is good. So you sit back facing that direction, and your mind has to be very clear in alpha mode, no noise, signal only from engineering standpoint. That means the signal has to be clearer than the noise. So you must be very clear, and then you must command that you want certain project, very clear that you want to get this project by which date, and and how you want to get it. So these are all because you command, you want to attract something. So your frequency that give out has to be also very clear in order to attract the things to you. So it must be also equivalent exchange of energy. That means you must put in the hard work. No such thing. This is not miracle. So that means you don't do anything, automatically you get it. No such thing. No matter how you manifest, if you have no equivalent exchange of energy, because this one is just to help you to elevate your energy to another level after you're doing all your work in order to attract all these things. Okay, so in a quiet time, quiet date, actually, if you cannot manifest, what you need to do is that you write down that what you want. Now I want this, by XYZ, then this deity to remove, whatever obstacles that prevent me from getting this project and all this. So you have to have the clarity of mind to command what you want. If not, your subconscious mind do not know how to vibrate in that frequency to attract something. So you understand this one? So far, any question?
Yeah. So it works only for business. What about finding girlfriend?
Can. Relationship also can.
Okay,
Why not? Yeah.
Aaron's laughing.
Okay. Yeah. So okay. Relationship means that you are not the level to say that I want to attract maybe a movie star. What's the name? What's the famous movie star now? A Korean star or somebody from Blackpink. Okay, the girl from Blackpink. Okay, you want her. That's not possible because you're not that high level yet. You can manifest for somebody that looks like her.
Yeah.
Okay. So you must write down your criteria that what you want in the girl. Can. Why not?
Can. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not just business alone.
It's not business. It's for personal life also.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. Because it's law of attraction. You can use this in multiple application one. Okay. So so this one is first of all, we have a case. I use a case study that Miss B she wants to win the $20K contract from her clients, and she has an important presentation to her clients. So I'm using all this. So she wants to ensure that she is vibrating in a frequency that, because she cannot control how her clients like her presentation, but he can prepare her presentation very well. That to attract her clients. So I will select good date for her to tap on the energy back facing certain direction to do manifestation. I have one client that have problem with mother-in-law, cannot listen because she wants to change the kids to a private school. So I told her that sit back facing certain direction, talk to your mother-in-law. Mother-in-law finally agree. Oh, okay. So and then there's a script of manifestation, because you have to very clear that please increase my vibration frequency to ensure that my presentation on which date, this date, to attract my client on the company itself to proceed to the next step easily and effortlessly. So her energy exchange is that she will do her homework to find out about her client, the contract project, and then seek a Qi Men consult. That means I will do a forecasting chart to open and understand the client better, what the client is looking for, and then she can, and then also, how she can win the contract, which angle or which strategy she should, attack from that direction. Okay. This is Miss B. Okay. So this is, this is the forecasting chart. I will plot and then read about it. Okay. Sometimes you can also read about the tender price of your competitor also. Okay. At a higher end. And then some will read, whether the bank also can loan you money, even lawsuit also, if the judge cites you, if your lawyer is capable. Okay. So buy and sell business, all these things, and also understand where the problem is. Okay. And I have used this because I work for the corporate. So because corporate, when you're a department head, you're very busy. Sometimes people also come and go quite easily sometimes. So what we do is that normally because you have to interview a lot of candidates, so I don't go and waste time to interview my candidates. I open forecast chart to understand if this candidate is capable or not. So capable, I just select one or two and then interview them and then that's it already. I do not need to interview a lot one. Okay. Then sometimes I have weird quality problems. I will open the forecast chart to understand where is the weird problem. Okay. So that's why I can achieve goal that people are unable to achieve goal. For example, I take over a predecessor in my last company job, which is Honeywell. It's very challenging. So far, I think 4 or 5 years they have not achieved quality goal. I went in between 6 months. I achieved the goal that is set. Okay, and my predecessor only tahan 4 months. After that, she chabut already.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So because I have the upper hand to know what is going on. So whenever I negotiate with my US counterpart also, I also sit on certain this one. So right now, after she manifests, I give her the forecast already. So right now, next is that strategic execution part. So I will tap on that. I will use the energy map, like this one, this is my version. I'm not my version. This is a software version which I'm using. I have to pay for the software one. It's not cheap. Okay, so I have to pay for the software. And also, use the direction. So if a meeting is, let's say, information needed, that means I will need information on her date and time meeting, the address of the meeting, from where you want to travel. So I will plot the Qi Men chart and give, step-by-step information. Okay. So here, her meeting is going to have, is going for a proposal presentation for consultancy service. So her office is in Jalan Permata Damalau in Batu Mau, and her client's office is in Jalan Ansun to do the presentation. The time is like 2 p.m. So in order for her to have a winning presentation, I will use the chart to help her also. Okay, so this is the chart I open on 2 p.m. 16th of January, and this box, I'm using this box. Okay, so that means there are 8 compass direction. You can see now this version has, just now the one that I give you is a free version. So you don't have so much detail. So this one, so I'm using this box here. There are 8 compass direction. So I will use this box, which is best for presentation, because I know how to read all the components inside the charts. So I will know which box to use. Okay, so I find that northeast direction is the best. So I ask her to sit, or stand back facing. And also when you travel, that time I kiasu a bit. Not only the meeting that you sit back facing east, you have also need to travel, northeast direction to your client, because sometimes when you sit at your client's place, you are unable to choose the direction, because the sitting direction is a bit weird. That's why those that want to do Qi Men Dun Jia one, the best is that their office have round table. Easier. Okay. So this is the 2 ways to use the energy in the north south, because I want to use this box. I want to activate this box energy, which is good for presentation. So 2 ways is that she can travel from southwest to northeast to activate the energy. So when she can stand back facing or sit back facing northeast to back facing, wherever I say the direction is back facing. Why we back facing? If you go and touch your head at the back, there is a very small, tiny, little bones. Okay, the big one you have to go and see doctors. There's only very small one. These are actually antenna that is receiving the energy one. Okay, so and then you have to download the compass apps to know your direction. Okay, so if Zoom online meeting is easier, you sit at your own office and sit back facing that direction. So this one I wanted double layer. Travel also use northeast. When she present also use northeast. So what I do is I look for direction in Google Map. Jalan Ansun to Jalan Permata Lau. This is actually sort of so she found that her office is northeast direction, because her office is here, and then she's traveling all the way to northeast, Okay, you use the Google Map to determine, and so she's already activating that direction. That means at 1 o'clock the door already open, the energy already open. So 1 o'clock she travel, and then she will reach there before 2 p.m. for a meeting. She cannot travel earlier than that. Earlier than that, this box is other component.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So this is what I mean. Then what to do if a client change the date to another date, to 18th of January. I would like to change to 18th of January already. So the presentation now shows that the best direction for presentation is northwest. Just now we see the office is
northeast.
Yeah, northeast, right? Northwest, what to do? Okay, so northwest a bit mafan, no? That's why you need time to do the strategic execution. So she has to go to somewhere northwest from the client's office, station herself there, at about maybe 15 p.m. It doesn't matter that what direction you travel, because we only want the time from 1 p.m. onwards, the door is already open. The good Qi already open to the client's office. So she has a lunch there, but has to station at least 1 hour because we want to gather the Qi from here. Then after 1:15 p.m., she can, walk or drive to the client's office to have the 2 p.m. meeting. So at least has to be, more than 100 steps away from your destination. Then she's already activating Northwest energy. Then she can also choose Northwest energy to do her presentation. Okay. So these are all invisible things that you cannot see one. All this got energy map one. Okay. So, and also it's not easy to find a good direction. So sometimes you want to find that direction. Northeast one whole week also cannot have good things coming up. So it is quite difficult. So sometimes you have to make do. Like one of my clients now is applying for bank loan. And her office, his office is quite quite far from it's a certain direction now. Then he needs to go and call the bank. So I tell you that you have to do this way already. And he's willing to because do whatever it takes, when you are desperate enough, you will do whatever it takes to do all these things. Okay. So these are and then the ground rules we have. So as I said, this is not a magic tools. You have to do your part to prepare, such as your planning, your proposal to get the business requirement. And then if you once you want me to forecast something, you PM me, that you would like to use the Chinese astrology to forecast on this thing specifically what you want, then I will forecast for you. But your question has to be very clear one. Not should I or should not I invest one. That one cannot because should I or should not I what's stopping you from investing? Okay, so the chart might, if you are in a low luck cycle, the chart might tell you go ahead and invest. So you must, your question must be intelligent enough to say that what should I do to get the business, or what outcome, what is the outcome of these businesses, and and all these things. Okay, so and then provide me details or context of your business, your competitors, maybe your address as required. Then you also cannot doubt the universe power, because you are doubting your subconscious mind if you are doubting the universe power. Actually, each of us are born with different types of subconscious mind that has different capability one. That is, and that's a destiny chart. Even ourselves also, we have our own subconscious mind within our capacity one. Okay. We also have a Qi Men destiny chart, which is even higher level than Bazi chart. Okay. So, and then I will assist you to work on the direction if you want to do strategic execution, but you must also determine the direction on your own, that is from which direction to which direction. Then I will double check again using my own software, my own compass. Because I have those templates that is real Chinese metaphysics templates direction one. Okay. Okay. So this is basically what it is. And if you know your competitors or your prospects or your clients, their birth chart, the 6-digit I see even better. So I can know his personality, and then I will tell you that what he wants when he's looking for the presentation. Okay. So that is additional layer.
But if you can't get the 6 digits, I mean,
you cannot get them, we use the forecast chart. Also, it's good enough already.
Okay, because I do know that people who do prediction one, last time there was this red book or something like that, all red in color, the almanac one.
Almanac.
You need all the birth dates and the time of birth, 2 hours in between, things like that, to do the computation one.
Okay, because Chinese hours we always 2 hours on, and it's based on the 12 animal signs. You can go and check my video on how the Chinese astrology map is being computed out.
Yes.
Okay, we have 24 hours, then 2 hours each. Then each of us take a sign. For example, like 11 to 1 p.m. 11 to 1 p.m. We say 50 ma. In Chinese, 50 means that the horse hour. Okay, so it's this one. Then 早晨 the dragon hour is 7 to 9. So people say your success in your life will determine how you plan during the 10 hours.
Okay.
Okay. 一之之计在于诚实. This is what there's a Chinese saying there. 一日之計在於this one the dragon hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So all this meaning has very deep meaning. So this one is Qi Men Dun Jia. Is Almanac will, Almanac has the Mother Earth Oracle, and then have, the forecast weather for the day, and also tells you about the day's energy that is based on the date selection. Okay. Actually, you don't have Almanac, you have a Chinese calendar, also page calendar, those one page one. Also tells you about the day already, whether today is a good day, success day, there are 12 days officer also.
Okay.
So this is another date selection different from Qi Men Dun Jia already. Qi Men Dun Jia is the best used in the war time. That's why nowadays our business is like war. So even we ourselves, we wake up every morning, we're already fighting a war. You get what I mean? We want to get results in life. So we are already fighting the war.
So these ground rules, which I need to commit to my mind, what are the ground rules? Now you will be like one day or at any one time, let's say in a month or so, how many PMs will you be handling, or what's your capacity?
Oh, what's my capacity? Okay. Because I'm quite expert in this. I can do this quite fast. Okay. I can read charts quite fast one. Okay. So the capacity is that that will depend. So maybe you give me a few cases first. If I tell you I cannot take anymore, then that's it. Because I have also my few clients to take care of them also. Sometimes they are those important one that your chances that you're very high. Or you can do this very simple. One of the ways is that let's say you have 10 projects. Not 10 projects necessarily you get one. So I will forecast to you 10 projects which one you can get one. Chances higher you can get. Okay. So this one is not entirely 100% accurate also. I wouldn't say that. I cannot claim 100% accurate now. Nobody can give you 100% accurate. Even I invested a lot in this one. Okay. So I can help you to stream down which of these project chances very high you can get. Those countering one, if no strategy, forget about it. You don't have to waste your time anymore. Just like, interview candidates. Those that, cannot work one, bye-bye. Okay. I also do not want to interview already.
Okay. So the other day we were talking about GDEX as an example. It's not just like, I have to wake up 5:30, between 5:30 to 6:30 example only. I can't remember what is the actual time already. 5:30 to 6:30, and then I must face northeast. Northeast doesn't need to be exactly 100%
southeast, because that one is KL.
Southeast. So it's not necessarily that it's 100% southeast, but it's between how many degrees to how many degrees between that time. So so I sent the email at that particular time, like the 5:20 a.m.
Yes, because that one is a good timing that I selected for you. Then the southeast door is designed. Even when I'm applying for my authorship of writing a book, I have my own publishing code with ISBN, the PPN, Perpustakaan Negara Malaysia. I also use this strategy to apply to get this one. So once I have the publishing number, it's very easy for me to do self-publishing already in the future also.
So so for GDEX one, it's not just this one time that I use the Qi Men Dun Jia. It's not only the time. You are saying that the time that I follow up with the email, I call him, I also have to use Qi Men Dun Jia, is it?
Yeah, the good direction also.
The good direction also.
Yes. If you want the case to follow through, that means we will follow through. Okay, never mind. Let's see GDEX got chance or not. I will do a forecasting. Let me just stop sharing. I will do a forecasting now. I will tell you that whether you got chance or not.
Okay.
Okay.
And I will give you a reply what happened after that and all that.
Let me see. I don't know whether I did the forecast for you already. And never mind, it's okay. Since we're in this topic, I just do it. Because this one is also, it's also a marker. Okay. Yeah, GDEX case very slow. Slow moving one. Yeah.
Slow moving.
Slow moving, no energy one.
Okay.
Chances that you might not get it, or let me check the outcome. This is the chart. Okay. You are here. You are here. Oh, wow. You are also DE. Emptiness. Okay. So this one is here. Your outcome. Okay. Actually, you are with the life door, the business itself. But the trouble is you are DE, and then this one also is all, this is a full yin chart, we call that now. Everything is not moving on. Inside, all the components is not moving. That means no energy at all. And moreover, you are a DE Chou. Okay, the Chou is over already. If you really want to work on it, it's also until God's month. God's month is in July. Okay. Yeah. This is the current status of the of the chart itself already. This is the outcome box. This is Koi. This is the outcome box. That means this is wood in wood palace. You are in earth palace because wood counter earth. That means even the outcome also countering you. So chances that you will get it also is not very high. Okay. Fair enough, because after the email has been set up, sent, I tried to follow him up at least 3 times already. Latest one being today, I contacted him. The first 2 times I contacted him, he's not in office. The third time I call him today, he is in office, but he is having a meeting. So when the person talk to me on the phone, he says, "Are you from Samarata?" I say, "Yes, I'm from Samarata." He says, "Oh, Mr. So and so is not available to see you because he is right now having a meeting." So I said, "Mr. So and so, does he know Samarata? Since you say Samarata," he said, "Yes, he's aware of your company, Samarata, or something like that." Okay. Yeah. If you want to do a case, so you can this one. Actually, because this is a free chart, I won't ask you to pursue already. I still can use strategy to strengthen you in order for you to get the business one. Okay. But that one is a bit more. It's a bit more work. Yes. Okay. This one, if I want to do, then I will do more branding, more presentation in order to get it. Okay. Beauty and wellness is a big thing in the next 20 years. I can tell you that. Okay, yes. You have to be in the trend. To be very frank, even Six Sigma, all these lean skills are no more, very valid now. So what people want is the wisdom of how to do things. Number one, how to solve problem, get results, and also into IT, into MFT, blockchains, and also social media. If you can do social media content, social media, all these things then it will be very good. That means in the trend already. And I can tell you, most of the company in Malaysia, public listed company, by July, most of them, I think maybe I might be exaggerating. At least half of them will be gone because some of them are already in financial crisis. And this year they can never turn around. The first half of the year is good. The second half, we shall see how. Yeah. Okay. That's fair enough. And today I managed to call one company called Multivac. I've been chasing the owner, like GDEX also have been chasing him many times. This time I managed to get him on the phone, and he says, wait, what is your company name? Then he said, "I'm on my desk now. Let me check your email." Then he go and check, and then he says, "Let me run through what do you do?" So he went through quite quickly, and then he says, "From what I see your services, I think you can do training for us, but I think we should use HRDF to do the training and all this." I say, but most of our training courses do not have HRDF. But because recently this Dr. Grace Tan just joined us, this Dr. Grace, and she's an OKU. She for 2 years she's not able to walk. So she has a list of
training programs that she give to me, that she is also a HRDF certified trainer lah. So I said in my mind, I said, okay, we'll try to provide you some HRDF training program, but not unfortunately, not the one we listed, which is the Lean, Kaizen, Gemba and all that. So he says, he just sent me an email also, and he CC to his financial controller, because he say on the phone, I will patch you up with my financial controller. You discuss with her and on the trainings and all these things, and then sometime in April onwards, maybe you all can start using the HRDF fund and start giving us the training. So this is a good thing for us. At least we got something moving. And he CC the email to his financial controller. So this is something.
Her company is HRDF, is it? Because the HRDF trainer, no use one. I'm also a HRDF certified trainer, but you have to attach to a company also has HRDF, like Cage Grace company. They are able to do HRDF one, because this one you have to apply one. Then the courses, all you will also have to apply one. I
can negotiate if Cage Quay and see whether can use his company or not, and then just give us commission in this sense. I'll talk to him.
You talk to him, it will be better. So that I think you can talk to him in that sense. Maybe he need to do admin work for you also one, because HRDF his one is like, he's also very good, he's also very smart. He do beyond what other training companies do. He even helps the company to claim for HRDF, which by right is HR's job, but he do it for them, make it easier for them. So if you want to really do business, you have to make it easier for your customer one.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah.
So I think Aaron, do you want a certain day to start this program on Qi Men Dun Jia? Say when is a good time to start? No good time one. Once you have a case or project you want to talk about, you can trigger me to say that I have a project that's under negotiation. How can I win this project? Is it within the chance? What are the chances of me winning this project, and what what I need to do to win this project? Okay. Then I think we will prepare for you lah. We will let you know. Yeah, okay. So then when you want to follow up, let's say now you have a few projects, you just highlight those that you want to follow up on, you want to know the outcome one, you list out them, accordingly. And then you can, you can tell me that, roughly what date, what time you have already talked about this project, because I need the time to do a forecast chart. I cannot use one forecast chart for so many companies. So I can use, provided I know when those companies set up. This one can use for 7-8 companies. I can do that. Okay. But it's a bit mafan. No, I would rather that or you have to use some of them. My clients one, I say that you just use a subconscious mind to randomly choose a date and a time for me to open the chart. Okay. Yeah, then I will tell you that, maybe in a day in the past, a day in the future is also okay. And then with the time, then I can open the chart for you. Okay, sure. Okay. So this is how it works. And it will also save you a lot of times. And those that, not much, cannot work one, and then you don't have to pursue anymore. But I can tell you that you better be prepared. Like, for example, like even interview candidates for work also. Let's say you have 20, sometimes 20 also cannot work one. Okay. Then you wanted to your business to increase, then you must write down very carefully. Okay, your goal is to have an increment of this percentage. Make sure that the figure is real, and then write down on your strategy. What are you going to do differently, your plan and all this. I will also select a date for you to write down all this. That means you are rewriting a story. Rebooting yourself and rewriting a story. There's also a good date you're facing, back direction, using like structure like this, and red color one, that structure like this, then it helps you to reboot your energy, and then you write down what you want, so that it will, it will be better. Okay.